Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Razorback. Total leather, and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. LSU had to fight for every bit of it, but they took home the boot the last time they saw the Razorbacks.
Yeah, close game. Those rivalry games are fun to watch, especially when they go down to the wire. And LSU did what they needed to do to get the boot, to take it back. Now it's on the line today, Palmer.
That's what the LSU coaching staff was so happy about, was that their team could handle their emotions in a rivalry game like that against Arkansas and do the things you need to do to win it late.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using his legs, it's Leonard. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the run running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big.
There he goes! Bulldozes his way through. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
A really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. 3rd down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Makes the grab on the left. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7th. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for room. It's Peppers. Shakes off the defender. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. He slings it deep to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! and he just scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going back to the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Red pass, it's complete. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Anderson will throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And That's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trying to pick up a first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Anderson wants to throw. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a golden boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on them.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the catch. It's Davis. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Leonard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Anderson will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's got it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Evans.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're working that left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown LSU! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they get the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Anderson wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds a little space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to Davis. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. LSU right back to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Flips it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Anderson will throw. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the coaching staff's going to have to talk to him about making quicker decisions. Today, if guys aren't open right away, take off and run or throw it away, but you can't hold it for that long.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the run, it's Leonard. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Anderson wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes. Quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Anderson will throw. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Past the 30. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off a big upset.
And he'll be stopped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's an alley on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. But milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. LSU just trying to run out the final moments. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
And that's another nice play for this offense, man. How about this offense? Putting together a drive when they had to have it. They got to have points late in this football game, and they're executing great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David